Today's video is a bit different. As some of you may know, I've joined a competitive team in Paragon, Team Ignite, as the offlaner. Our aim as a team is to improve as players and compete in upcoming tournaments like PCL and hopefully become one of the top teams in Europe. But I wanted to talk to you guys about why doing something similar would be beneficial for you. You don't have to be a diamond player or even a plat player to enter tournaments. There's literally no requirements. You just need 4 other motivated people and you can compete against some of the best players in Paragon, which in itself is such a fantastic learning experience. But why would you join a competitive team? The reason I personally joined a competitive team was because I'm really good friends with all of my team members. The team consists of Generation Hollow, iFairless and Mr. Wacko, guys that I play Paragon with and other games like Battlegrounds, and we have great chemistry which makes it a fun experience. And at the end of the day, remember, this is a video game. The ultimate goal is to have fun. Aside from the fun aspect, playing with 4 other players on comms is the way the game has been designed to be played. A MOBA is a 5v5 game where you'd expect perfect information between those 5 players. Obviously this isn't the case in solo queue, but I think playing as 5, especially in Paragon, opens up a lot more of the strategy side that this game currently lacks, and you'll learn so much more from playing with 4 other players on comms than you will from solo queue. You might be thinking, well, I'm a silver or gold player, I don't think competitive is for me, and that's fine. You don't have to actually compete in tournaments, but grouping up as a 5 and organizing scrims against other teams, no matter how much better or worse they are compared to your team, is not only going to improve you as a player but your team as well. There's a different dynamic when you play as a team compared to solo queue. You learn how much more important it is to contribute to a team fight, to group up for objectives, or when to split push, and the most important reason is that you'll learn why you should be doing these things. Why should you be grouping for Raptors, or why should you be split pushing at this particular time? It's often taken for granted that good players just seem to know where to be and when, but they go through a thought process that not a lot of us are familiar with. But as you start to play as a team, you'll ask yourselves and each other these questions, and in turn this will improve yourself as players, and you'll bring a lot of these aspects into solo queue, which should hopefully mean you win more games. In one of my recent videos there was 1 or 2 comments about me not actually doing anything. I was a part of like 2 team fights total, and I can understand where this comes from because not a lot of people see the game the way the rest of us might, or the way that I do. But what you find is that at the higher levels it's not always about grouping for a big team fight at every single moment possible, which is contrary to what a lot of people think the game is at the moment. Yes, you will have that big final team fight, maybe even a few team fights, and yes, you probably need to be a part of those, but managing your lanes is equally important. What you often don't see, because it's not blatantly obvious, is the pressure you create or draw to a particular area on the map by setting waves and appearing in certain parts of the map. For example, and this is one everyone should know, if you're split pushing left or you set a slow on left lane when Raptors come up, now you're forcing the enemy to play their hand. They can either engage now but risk engaging at a time when it's not favorable to them because they're trying to rush it, but they have to engage now because left is pushing against them and they could potentially lose a tier 2. Or they send someone over to deal with it, which allows you to rotate and fight with an extra player. A lot of people don't see this, but it's a very common tactic I would like to think of most elos, and there's even more examples the higher you go. I'm guessing the biggest problem for a lot of you is finding other players to join your team, so feel free to use the comment section below to advertise yourself. Maybe put your region, in-game name, elo and position, and you can find others that you can group up with and improve together. Alternatively, you can also join my Discord where you can find teammates as well. One thing I wanted to say in relation with the channel is that I'll probably be posting more scrims along with my full gameplays. As a Paragon player, I never really saw any other team post their scrims. It was mostly just streamers, but they would mute their comms, and I was always interested in what they were saying since that was probably the most insightful aspect of watching a scrim. So if scrims are something you'd be interested in watching, I'll post them with our comms so that you guys can hear the decisions we make, the thought process, and hopefully learn a lot from these as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was quite different from what I usually do, but I hope it proved useful to at least some players. Smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed, stay subscribed for all the latest Paragon content, cause man, it's about to be crazy, and until next time guys, peace.